Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere?
Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? Well, let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh,
Someone will come running,
and I know
they'll take you home.
even when the darkness is crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So when the sun comes streaming in, 'cause you reach up and you rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
Good afternoon. I'm Eric Johnson, principal of Northwood High School, and I want to welcome everyone to our 57th annual commencement. In our efforts to provide the graduating class of 2020 a proper and dignified ceremony, we invited all graduates to receive their diplomas on stage and spend a memorable moment with their immediate family, all while being filmed. Our hope was to create a lasting memory in the form of a graduation movie. We hope that all of you are able to find enjoyment in viewing the following video. Our ceremony begins with the class of 2020's President, Anya Rao, and Vice President, Zoe Sherman.
Good afternoon. It is my honor to welcome each and every one of you to our graduation ceremony. It's remarkable to think our years here at Northwood Local Schools are coming to an end. Let's take a moment to think about this journey that we have taken together. It's been full of twists and turns and marked by countless challenges to overcome, whether they were academic, athletic, artistic, or personal. It is a fantastic achievement for each of us to have made it here today, and I am so proud to share this moment with all of you. But we have not made it here on our own efforts alone. On behalf of the class of 2020, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge those who have gotten us to where we are today, because the truth is, none of us could have made it here without them. To our parents and families who have been with us, supported us, and encouraged us throughout the years, though I know we don't always show it, we are truly grateful for all that you have done for us, and we are delighted that you are here to share this milestone with us. To our teachers, thank you for helping to make us the people we are today. Your influence and guidance has been paramount throughout our journey. To our support staff, even though you are working diligently behind the scenes, your hard work does not go unnoticed and is appreciated more than we can say. And finally, to our administrators, your leadership throughout the years has impacted the growth of all of us. In short, all of your dedication to the students of Northwood is a hallmark of our school's tradition of excellence. Thank you.
All of the wonderful people that Anya just mentioned do their utmost to ensure the success of each of us, and we are excited to share in the celebration with them. Through their efforts with the support of each other, we've more than just completed our studies. We've become an integral part of the vibrant Northwood community. We've achieved state championships, starred in fantastic theater productions put on by Mrs. Slater, and have put in hours of dedicated service to our community through groups like Key Club, National Honor Society, Student Council. We've grown so close in the vast amount of time we've spent together that we can pick out faces of friends who have been with us through the best and the worst times, the people without whom most of us probably would have lost our minds by now. and the people who will be our lifelong friends, all thanks to our shared experiences at Northwood. Unfortunately, we cannot celebrate our graduation in the traditional manner with all our friends and family, but we are in this truly together. Personally, I am proud to say that I'm a member of this school and this graduating class. In this regard, we are here to celebrate the graduation of an outstanding class, a distinguished class, a formidable class, a class brimming not only with knowledge, but with compassion and ambition. The Northwood High School class of 2020. Thank you, and welcome to our graduation.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the Salutatorian of the Northwood High School class of 2020. This young woman has compiled a 4.22 grade point average and will continue her education at the University of Toledo in the fall, majoring in biology. I present to you Miss Mary Pangrord.
Hello, everyone. Today I'm standing here honored to tell you all, the class of 2020, that we made it. I'm proud of each and every one of you. I truly am. We have survived high school, and not alone, of course. Family, friends, teachers, and staff, you have really created the support system we needed. Thank you to the family that gave us love unconditionally, to the friends that were there to deal with our goofy selves and still here to be goofy with, to the teachers and staff for being here whenever we needed them. I've been here since kindergarten in the Lark building, and seeing how we've grown up together for 13 years, I have many flashbacks to our younger selves. Either starting at the Lark building or only building, we were just innocent children enjoying our recess time and class parties. As we all grew and all continued our elementary times at only, I remember when Mrs. Sheets would bring in her Wii so we could play Just Dance. I remember yet another time when each group had to perform a song about PEMDAS in the cafeteria from Mr. Bose's class. After graduating from 6th grade and to the high school building for 7th grade, it was a big step as we were surrounded by multiple upperclassmen. The old high school building created memories, and before we knew it, we were continuing sophomore year in the new high school building. Change is going to happen all the time, no matter what. I know our class has been through a lot of change thus far, and I know many have even lost a loved one in the past years or even months. I hope everyone can remember that even through the good and bad, everyone has had their own experiences of high school, and I can understand. I don't know everyone's story, but I'm still ecstatic to be here with you all on this day. I know I have not been here for the past 2 years as I have attended Penna Career Center, but I'm still a Northwood student. I'm glad we were able to reach this point all together and essentially leave to do something bigger. We all share different experiences, see many changes, and have been through so much together. Innocent and unaware of how fast time would fly, we are here to commemorate our last moment of high school and a new time. A virtual graduation is not what anyone had expected or wanted, but we all have to adjust to the current circumstances. I have this quote by Leonardo da Vinci where he says, "Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets." Whether this graduating class goes to college or university to continue their education, create a business of their own, or even work to earn money, the learning is never going to stop. I encourage everyone to manifest positive vibes for the rest of your life because we deserve that much. Parents and guardians, you all have watched us grow into the people we are, even if you're looking from above now, and we cannot express how thankful we are to have you here watching us go to the next step, next chapter of life, and an ongoing journey. Lastly, I wish good luck to everyone, or in my language, Laos, Sokti Tukon.
I now have the distinct honor of presenting to you at this time the valedictorian of the Northwood High School class of 2020. He has compiled a 4.304 grade point average and will be attending the University of Toledo in the fall, majoring in entrepreneurship, family, and small business. I present to you Mr. Dominic Wiswell.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. With everything happening around us, we all begin to ask the same question. What's next? The overwhelming unknown every senior comes to face has only been magnified with recent developments. Where will COVID-19 leave the country? Will we be able to return to some form of our normal lives? How will this affect our new change to college? How will we pay for the things we need? Each one of us attempt to understand and make the most of what we're presented with. We all react in different ways. Some of us will take this time to begin to understand ourselves more, while others will decide to take this time to relax and reset from the stressful high school lives we live. With everything happening around us, it seems as though our once-in-a-lifetime graduation has become overshadowed by the fear and uncertainty of the future. Instead of focusing on what's happening in the present and other problems at hand, we should look at our past and what we've accomplished. This is the time for us to focus on what we've been able to complete during our high school and elementary years. It's time for us to look at what we've accomplished, not only academically, but in sports. Many of us who participate in high school sports have accomplished many things, and as well as the people who excel in academics. Allow this graduation, although it has been hard and unique in many ways, to be a staple to what we've accomplished and completed. Take a moment to look back at all the things that make you proud of what you've done during your high school life. This could be an A you got on the test that you studied hard for, or when all of your hard work as a team became time well spent. Look at the times when you're at your lowest lows, and look at the times when you're at your highest highs. Recognize when you're able to compete under any circumstance. Allow all these experiences to be lessons to pave a path for the future. The hardships we experience today can be lessons we use tomorrow. Today, everything before now can act as a stepping stone for the long future ahead of us. It will give us the many tools we need to go through life and prosper. Although today may be hard, there will always be tomorrow, and the future is not set in stone, nor are the actions you take. Now, what becomes the answer to the question of what's next? Do any of us have a true understanding of what we want to become or who we are aiming to be? I can guarantee that many of us feel lost on what the future is, but that uncertainty is what is truly beautiful. Uncertainty may come at face value as a negative emotion or possibly saddening, but what uncertainty brings is far more than a lack of unknowing. Uncertainty also comes with the ability of unlimited possibilities. It gives every single one of us the option to create and mold a future that we can be proud to live in. If you can ask yourself what's going to happen in the future and you say you're not sure, look a little deeper into what that entails. Don't allow yourself to become consumed by the negative side of uncertainty. Allow to blossom the opportunity of greatness. Use that feeling of what's next to give yourself the power and ability to say I'm next. We're the next generation of tomorrow, and soon we'll be leading individual lives, getting jobs, and furthering our education. With each step we take, pushing us further and further down our own path, we will grow to understand how to conquer the unknown. With the future not set in stone, it gives us the ability to create our own. Take a step into the unknown and create unknown possibilities. Thank you.
I now call forward Class Secretary Lexi Schultz, who will be presenting the class gift.
On behalf of the class of 2020, our gift to Northwood Schools will be to pay it forward by contributing our remaining funds to the class of 2021. Our hope is the next several graduating classes will continue to contribute the remaining funds towards what will become the Graduates Garden, a wonderful space that will forever honor the past and future graduating classes of Northwood High School.
On behalf of the faculty and staff, thank you for the contribution to future classes. Now please welcome Class Treasurer Alexis Cohn.
With a heavy yet happy heart, I will conclude the ceremony by saying to all the graduates joining us today, for this momentous event, I commend you for the hard work you put in reaching what you achieved today. As graduates, do not think that the learning will stop here. Treat this graduation day as a gateway to a higher level of learning. As young adults, we have a new task at hand: life. To take all that you have learned to achieve more than you've ever dreamed. There will always be bumps along the way, but do not see tomorrow with a dim light. For what lies beyond this day will be the highlight of our lives. Don't forget that the people who will make a difference in your life are not the people with the most credentials, the most money, or the most awards, but they are the people who care about you and support you the most. We've supported each other in these past few months as much as we possibly could while staying safe in our homes. But I believe that this time apart has only made us as a class so much stronger. Thank you for honoring us today by celebrating with us.
Inside the commencement program, you will find listings of those students who are graduating with honors and those who have won departmental awards. The program also has the names of those graduates wearing gold cords signifying their membership in National Honor Society. Also deserving of recognition are the students wearing red, white, and blue cords as they are intending to join the military and serve our country. I would like to take a moment on this Memorial Day weekend to recognize these students who will be putting their lives on the line to defend our nation. Thank you for your service. And so, members of the graduating class, this is it. You are the 57th graduating class from Northwood High School. I'm proud to say that you've made it. I'm also proud of how you have persevered through a very challenging and unique end to your senior year. Your class selected the motto, "Sometimes you never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." It is apparent that you have all built lasting, valuable relationships with those you've surrounded yourself with and realized the importance of taking time to appreciate the present. The class motto is very applicable to the challenging and unfortunate end to this year. Your classmates have spoken of the relationship developed through your time at Northwood and about the need for positivity during the uncertainty of our present. Dominic shared the beauty of uncertainty is that it comes with limitless possibilities and not to focus on the negative part of the unknown. Mary encouraged everyone to manifest positive vibes when adjusting to the current situation. Zoe and Anya spoke of the support network that helped get you all to this point. These sentiments are both thoughtful and valuable when moving forward with your lives. They also bring to mind a quote by the British psychologist Robert Holden when addressing happiness. He said, "Beware of destination addiction, a preoccupation that happiness is the next place, or the next job, or the next partner. Until you give up the idea that happiness is somewhere else, it will never be where you are." Though it was a disappointing end to your senior year, it is important to remember all of the amazing times and accomplishments that you've had while at Northwood. As you move forward with your lives, keep this in mind. Slow down and find joy in the journey. Appreciate it and learn from it. Learning to take notice of the small moments along the path to your destinations adds great value to life. I believe that if you can learn to enjoy the journey, the destination is more attainable, a little sweeter, and not the end of a long, miserable process, but the final celebration of a valuable one. The themes of finding value in uncertainty and being the positive light are great traits to take into your lives outside of these walls. Know that your ability to act out these thoughts is easier because you do so with the support and love of your family, your teachers, and your friends who wish they were sitting here with you, shaking your hands, sharing in congratulations, smiling down on you from the bleachers, moving tassels, and tossing caps together. I encourage you to take in all the moments, find happiness in them, find advantage in them, and use your considerable abilities to be the light in any situation. On behalf of the faculty and students of Northwood High School, thank you for your contributions to our school. You will be missed. Congratulations and best wishes to each of you as you continue on the path to achieving your next goals in life. Just remember to take a moment and find the joy in this journey. The class of 2020 asks that you join in and applaud each and every graduate as they cross the stage, regardless of location, and begin the journey from high school into the world beyond. Mr. Kazina, it is my pleasure to present to you the Northwood High School class of 2020. Each member of this class will qualify for graduation through the completion of the required Northwood High School course of study, including the successful completion of all academic credits required for graduation and through the passage of all state-mandated assessments. The official record of their achievement will be archived in the permanent records of Northwood High School. I offer to you now my recommendation that Northwood Local Board of Education accept the candidates for the class of 2020 as presented.
Mr. Johnson, I am proud to both congratulate and accept the candidates for the Northwood High School Class of 2020 as presented. COVID-19, a phrase I think we would all be happy to never hear again. A phrase that has us enjoying this ceremony from our own homes today instead of together, where we all wanted to be. But that cannot be the focus. We cannot focus on the items we've lost, though there are many. We have to focus on what comes next. You heard Mr. Johnson tell us it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. You heard Dominic talk about the what's next. That's my challenge for the class of 2020. What is next? Next is not COVID-19. Next, as Alexis said, is life. Next are choices, important choices that will define you and guide and shape you. Next are people. Look around you today. It's all right. Take a second and look around your house. Who's with you today? Who's with you virtually? Who's with you from 100 miles away? And who's with you in the room today? Those people are important. Those are people who helped shape you, who helped guide you, who helped get you to this point. Those are the people who will continue to be there to support you and guide you and shape you in the next years of your life. But graduates, you have the final say. You have that determination of what you will become. So what will you be next? Who will you be next? And when will we be back together? As separated as we are to end our school year, we are still celebrating today together. And we will be back in person eventually together. As I speak to you today from an empty gymnasium, it's important to know that we miss you, but most importantly, we believe in you. We believe in what your next steps will be. So, Mrs. Romstadt, I have accepted the recommendation from Mr. Johnson, and it is my recommendation that each candidate of the Northwood High School class of 2020, upon meeting these requirements, be awarded a diploma by the Northwood Local Schools Board of Education, which will attest to his or her graduation on this date from Northwood High School. Congratulations, graduates.
Northwood Ranger class of 2020. It has been an honor and a joy to watch you grow into adults, some from as early as preschool, as classmates, teammates, and friends of my son Alec. You are graduating during a time that is not affecting just Northwood High School, but the entire planet. This time will be taught about in history classes for the next 100 years or more, and you will one day tell your grandchildren about living through it. As a parent of a graduating senior, I have been pretty emotional at times over the last couple months as I think about what you have missed in your last fourth quarter at Northwood High School, as I'm sure you and your families have been also. During one of these times, as I was talking with Alec, he put things into perspective for me. He told me he was just ready to have his diploma and start his life as an adult pursuing his dreams. Alec said that everything was going to be okay and that he was going to be just fine. I realized in that moment that he was being much more positive about the current situation than I was. Class of 2020, I can't wait to see and hear about all of the wonderful things that you will do in your lives as you also pursue your dreams. I want you to know that everything is going to be okay and you will be just fine also. So I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite quotes from Rocky Balboa. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you got to be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you are because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. So, Mr. Kazina, your recommendation is hereby accepted. It is my privilege, on behalf of the Board of Education, to authorize the presentation of a diploma to each member of the Northwood High School class of 2020 who meets the aforementioned requirements. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Kylie Renee Hurt. Sierra Lynn Braddock. Chastity Nicole Eisenhardt. Alexis Mackenzie Betcher. Logan Joseph McDermott. Emilio Felipe Estrada. David Paul Smith. Kennedy Nicole Carey. Trevor Bradley Nisley. Andrea Sue Simkoviak. Alicia Michaela Zablocki. Antonio Cesar Garcia. Anna Marie Marley. Megan Nicole Asper. Juan Jose Rivera. Justice Ray Luna. Tita Floyd Thela. Terriana Marie Durham. Mary Marilyn Penguin. Zoe May Sherman. Caleb Newton Seconder. Cameron Phillip Lawson. Joseph Adams. Ross Anthony Thacker. Barbara May Seibert. Joshua John Hannum Jr. Alexis Danielle Cohn. Tommy Stephen Gunn. Ethan Christopher Swartz. Kennedy Grace Rossi. Kayla Michelle Miller. Joseph Patrick Miller. Caleb Allen Ledzinski. Joshua David Crowley. Alec Mason Romstad. Anya Marie Rao. Dale Michael Gooden. Alejandro Daniel Hernandez. Dominic Quinn Wiswell. Panawat Chaisiri. Anthony Michael Kennedy. Eric John Marizan. Aaron Daniel Stevenson. Isabella Monique Ian. Jasmine Joelle Negri. River Scott Evan. Brett Andrew Fry. Keely J. Smith. Haley Brent Davis. Cassidy Marie Ratliff. Elizabeth Ann Fritz. Alexis May Schultz. Caleb Joel Berry. Brianna Lee Madden. Caden Andrew Shover. Megan Mackenzie Mahoney. Jay Loera. Tori Nicole Flay. James Daniel Jablonski. Wayne Paul Smith Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we would traditionally call upon our class president to lead the graduates in the moving of their tassels, and we would stand together as they leave the gymnasium. Today, virtually, I ask you to stand together, stand with our graduates, and let's recognize the class of 2020 one last time with a standing ovation. Together.